I love the idea of making a dress, a skirt, a culotte, but my favorite was always the kimono. Well, this piece of satin, it's only 1.15 meters wide, and so I haven't got too much. I love the idea of the dress and the skirt and everything, but I haven't got much material, so I'm going safe. I'm going to play safe and make the kimono, which I love. I haven't made them for years now. It was 12 euros. So let's start by cutting this bit with the name of it, so we can start. Well, these kind of kimonos are really easy to make. You can make them more difficult by making the sleeves apart, but this one is an all-in-one thing, which is really easy if you are a beginner, and if you're an advanced sewer, the better, because you can make it with your eyes closed. Kimonos are really versatile, like waistcoats really, because you can make a nice outfit by layering stuff. And I haven't made any for so long that I was fancying one. And when I saw this fabric, I thought it was ideal for it. I made this one years ago when I started the channel, and since then I only made a Halloween one following a magazine pattern. So it was about time. Well, having a look, you can see I have the selvage edge here, which means this is the grain of the fabric, so I should be cutting this way. This is a project that is going to be folding fabric, so I should fold it following the grain like this. A ver, wait, give me a second. Like this, but this gives me a short kind of kimono with very long sleeves. So I'm not keen on that. So I'm going to go cross grain. And the thing is that you're supposed to cut on the grain, but because it is loose, because it has a really nice flow, it's a satin, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to cut cross grain, and I'm going to be folding my fabric in 4, like this, and then again. And on this bit, the most folded bit here on this corner, is where the neckline is. So I'm going to start by cutting that. So that's the edge cut a bit better because it was terrible. And now the neckline. And for the neckline, I'm going to be cutting 10 centimeters long by 2 centimeters wide only in a corner. I'm going to make a curve, and this is going to be 20 when you open it, which looks like a lot, but it's not really. If you, oh, I bit my finger, my lip. I bit my lip. So it's not that much of a deal. It's not that big, and it makes the difference, and it will look much cozier, and it will adapt to your neckline better. And now with 2 pins, I've just marked the middle of it, and I'm going to open the fabric. And because this is not moving now, I'm going to measure 30, which is going to be my sleeve, 30 down, and then 25 . The same 30 down here, so I know I have 30, another 30, and then I'm going to make a little curve on the 25, so it's not that square. And now, because the pins in the middle are still there, we're going to open the kimono only on the top layer. Super important. And now I'm going to put these right sides together. I was going to do French seams, but I just changed my mind when I saw it on the table, because I thought, oh, I can make some slits on the side because it helps movement, it's flowier. So right sides together so we can do them. So I'm going to be sewing this bit here. Thin needle 70, because if the needle gets one of the threads on the fabric, it's going to go and it looks terrible. So thin needle. And now, pressing the seam open, I can now make a double hem to the sides, so I can go on with a top stitch and leave the slits open. Well, this is how it looks. I think it is worth it. We are making 4 seams because on each side we're opening to 2 sides. So it's more work, but I think it's worth it. And just be careful not to overlay fabric so you don't end up sewing more layers than you should. And I can just hem the sleeves and all the hemming. And I can hem the front as well. Double hem, careful with the curve. Well, I must say that I'm a bit disappointed with the fabric, because even though I chose the right needle, it still caught some threads in the fabric and made these lines, which are terrible because they are noticeable and they don't give a nice finish. But because I have to still press all the seams and iron them nicely, let's see if with the iron it goes back to where it's supposed to. Well, I'm a bit disappointed with the fabric. It was a bit annoying to sew with. It was stretchy and it made these little marks, and that's really bad because it messes up the project. So let me know then in the comments if you use a thin needle. This is not supposed to happen. So I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't. So let me know. But try to make a kimono and let me know if you tried this method with the slits on the side. I think it looks quite good and it's quite a bit for being a beginner. So go on and give it a try and let me know any tips if you have more, because I need them apparently. And I'll see you around. Bye.